Dashing through the snow. Do 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 do. What is going on? Where the hell did my window go? Dude, I got so much shit to do, and I'm just sitting here walking in circles. Does anybody else do this? Just curious. I'm just curious. I guess I'll wait for people to come in here. So awkward. So awkward talking to myself for a couple minutes. Somebody's in here lurking. Hi, lurker. How you doing, lurker? Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, creative witch. I was thinking of you the other day. What are you? Are you in the U.S. or are you in overseas? Are you overseas? Because I was thinking of you the other day when you said you work with soy wax, and I was like, maybe that's the same thing as soy wax, but it might be different in other countries. Do you guys know what I'm saying? How people. Hey, Purple Rain. You're in Scotland. Okay. So there you go. I think, all right. So yeah, I think that's why, because I was watching somebody the other day and they were from overseas and they said soy too. And I was like, I never heard of that. Like, I've never seen it on any of the websites that I go on. So I think it's the same thing as what we call here parasoy. But I think you guys just call it soy. Someone with intelligence to listen to. Ooh, what are you making, soldier? Send me some pics. Send me some pics. I wanted to make my son's teacher some pots. Because I'm not spending money on teachers this year. But I was gonna make them like the one like I made for my friend the other day. But I have 2 molds that I was waiting on, and they weren't supposed to be here till January, but I just saw the shipping update, and they're supposed to be here today, hopefully. So if they come, I'll use those. So I can email you the details as they do a 464 soy wax, not power. Oh, okay. It's a soy wax. 464. I don't like the 464 wax. I don't know. I just can't get a scent throw. In fact, I was just going to experiment with it today because I don't know. I hear different stories about getting scent from it. And so far, I can't get like scent, like good scent throw when it's hot. So, but I've been hearing different stories. Yes, it is afternoon. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here. I had a nice weekend this weekend because my husband's family was in, so we did our Christmas thing this weekend, and it was just really nice to like, see everybody. We saw his, family members that we haven't seen in like a couple of years because of COVID, so the whole family was actually together for the first time in years. So it was really nice. My son got to play with his cousins, and we don't get to do that very often, because I don't talk to my family. So it was really nice to have, all the kids together and just spend time with family. I got like a little emotional in the car last night when I was leaving. I was like, it was so nice, spending time with family. Cause like, I miss that. That's like, I haven't really seen family in years. So since my mom passed away, we don't really do anything for Christmas. So it was nice to spend time with family and just, have a good weekend. Good time. So yeah. And it's more for my son, because like I had that growing up. I had the family parties with the cousins, and me and my cousins causing trouble and running around and being crazy. I got that. I had that for my whole life. So and I that's as much as I'm angry with some of the people in my family, like those memories I'll always cherish, is having those memories as a kid and hanging out with my cousins. And like, I was so lucky to have that as a kid. My son doesn't really have that. So, it was nice to have that for him yesterday, even though he missed his hockey party. But I was like, you know what? You see your hockey friends all the time. We don't get to see family ever. So it was really nice. It was just such a good time. I got to hang out with my nieces. They were all cool. They're like college, aged. So it was great. It was a great day. we had a great weekend. So we did our Christmas thing. So next week, obviously is different, but we don't do anything on Christmas. We stay home. So, but I should be getting ready for Christmas, but I'm not. I like to wait till the last minute, So, yeah. My daughter almost gave me a heart attack. Called me at 3 o'clock in the morning, telling me she's in labor. Oh no. Is she all right? Shit. That's scary. That's really scary. I don't have parents. All have passed, plus one brother, but I have a sister and one brother left having Christmas Friday. See, Darlene, you're kind of like me. Like, my parents are gone. I don't talk to my brother. My two older sisters, like, I don't know. We never really spent Christmas with them, like, not since I was like really young. So, we don't really have anybody. Yeah. It's rough this time of year for a lot of people. It really is. You know, so this guy wears my cat has some kind of neurological emergency. Fluids. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. People are going through really rough times, right now. It's very hard. Oh, they were just fake contractions. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard for a lot of, people this time of year. Even myself, it is. I think, I was thinking the other day, I was like, I still have to like push myself sometimes to like want to do the whole Christmas thing, I love Christmas, but like I don't know, I get depressed too. I get sad, I get down because, I miss my family. So it's definitely Norma, that's sweet. It's definitely rough. It's definitely hard for a lot of people this year. And I have friends here that are going through their first holiday season without their moms, which is devastating. That's hard. I remember going through that, and it doesn't get, it gets easier in some ways and then it gets harder in some ways because the more time that passes by, like you just start realizing how long that person's been gone for and how much they've missed and like how much you've missed. And, it makes it even harder sometimes in some ways. So I never know where to board my animals. Plus, my son's birthday that passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I live out of state for my parents, and the holidays are tough for us too. Yeah, see, that's what we didn't see anybody. Like my sister-in-law, I haven't seen her in years. Her kids are like, like adults now. Like it's crazy because we haven't seen them in so long. Like my nephew and my husband and I first started dating. He was my son's age. Now he's like a grown man with a job, and I haven't seen him in so long. Because even before COVID, we haven't been down there for a couple of years because, my son plays hockey and we've been traveling. So most of our money, and our travel time gets dedicated to that. So, it was just great. It was great to see everybody, this weekend. My husband lost his job out of the blue. Aw, I'm sorry, Queen Bella. God. Yeah. It's my second without my middle son. Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. All these people sitting here, you really listen to some of the people on here. And Purple Rain, pointed this out to me the other day. Like some of this shit, like Laura, sitting up and listening to Laura the other day, whining about people, her little fucking wish list, right? Not whatever somebody did to her, putting the things on reserve. Like, bro, like, do you really like listen to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Listen to yourself sometimes and like realize that there's people out there that have it fucking 10 times harder than you. That's why I try not to like complain about things because I always try to keep in mind that there's people out there that are suffering with things that are 10 times worse than what I'm suffering with. Think of the parents right now of those 4 college students that got killed that are spending their first Christmas without these kids. They have no answers. They don't know who they don't know who did this to their kids or why it happened, and it's like, what? Yeah, is it hard for me to get through this time of year? It is, but at least I have answers. At least I know what happened to my mom, I can't imagine being one of those people not knowing what happened or, you know what I'm saying? Or having at least that closure of that, so there's always somebody out there that has it worse than you. And you listen to somebody like that sit up on their fucking panel like a fucking spoiled baby fucking brat, you know what I'm saying, yelling and crying. "Ugh," when you know what, you have a whole fucking year just like the rest of us to save for Christmas. You don't think that you think you're the only person struggling this Christmas? Like, there's people who can't even afford to keep their fucking houses. Be grateful for what you do have, which is a roof over your head, and your health and your kids' health. Like, that motherfucker, just listening to her complain like that, like a fucking spoiled little baby, it's infuriating. It really is. Because there's people out there right now that are worrying about where their next fucking meal is going to come from. And you're crying about Christmas presents for grown ass children. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's somebody right there who again, we know lacks empathy, right? And can't look at situations and go, you know what? Yeah, does this suck? But it could be fucking worse. It could be worse. I mean, that's why when I listen to that shit, I cringe because I'm like, God, I would be mortified to sit up on a panel and cry about something so fucking trivial. It's the same way I feel when I hear MGL sitting up on her panel telling her fucking audience that she's broke. And I'm like, you don't even fucking know what broke is. You have no fucking idea what broke is. You're broke. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what it is. Broke is when you don't know where your next meal is coming from or how you're going to pay your rent, or you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people in 10 times worse off positions. Some of these people, I just like really wonder to myself, do they fucking listen to themselves? Do they listen to themselves? I seen a community post yesterday from a creator here that I'm not too crazy about, right? She's like, oh, I'm getting off of YouTube. I'm leaving YouTube. I need a social media break. I'm starting to feel like I'm being stalked. I'm starting to feel like I'm being stalked here, and I don't feel safe. And I'm like, this motherfucker has a channel entirely dedicated to another person, okay? And like literally picking apart this other person's every fucking move in life. And they post multiple times a day, multiple posts a day, multiple times a day, multiple community posts a day about the same person, right? But they have the balls to sit here and be like, oh, I feel like I'm being stalked, and I'm gonna contact a lawyer. And I'm like, I don't believe your story about being stalked personally, because you would think that if somebody was, a victim of that, like a real victim of that, okay, that they wouldn't like want to put somebody else through that kind of feeling, you know? And again, nonsense. And again, and so I didn't know who they were talking about, I had no idea who they were talking about. They said a creator was making them feel uncomfortable. And then later on, I saw another post and it was nonsense. And they're like, oh, she's making me feel, here's all her threats. And I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know, girlfriend. That don't look like threats to me, but okay. If you say so. If you say so. But I'm like, again, like the most trivial fucking things that you could sit here complaining about a week before Christmas. Here's the answer. Get off of YouTube, right? Then you won't have to feel like that. Stop saying horrible things to other people and then you won't have to feel like that. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm like alone in this, but I feel like some of these people here just no fucking self-awareness. You want to see another motherfucker with no self-awareness? Hold on. I'm going to show you. Cuz this just popped up in my feed, okay? And I'm like, here we go. Here's another motherfucker with zero self-awareness. Hold on. Let me find it. And I'm like, I can't believe I have to roam the fucking earth with these people and share like air with them and oxygen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're sucking up the oxygen like that the rest of us could be breathing. You know what I'm saying? And it's or maybe they're not getting enough oxygen. Maybe that's the problem. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, here we go. This fucking asshole. Okay. Here's another fucking asshole. Let me move Soldier's comment there. On. So we got this asshole, Tiffany. Okay. What's up with the black banner, dude? It's like her black soul right? So this thing pops up in my thing. Jody C. Brown, you know who doesn't get to celebrate Christmas? Summer. You know who doesn't get an Amazon Christmas wish list? Summer. If you aren't a YouTube creator, what are you actually here for? Presents? I think it's time you leave. You've overstayed your welcome. It's Christmas. Yes, Jody, but we here only care about summer. And I'm like, this bitch, okay? This bitch right here. Like, this is another person that I'm just like, hi, have you fucking met yourself? Have you fucking met yourself? Go stand in front of a mirror. You're sitting here. So let me get this straight. You're sitting here telling somebody else, oh, it's all about summer. Where's that $1,500, boo boo? Why don't you go fucking give money to Summer's reward fund or whatever the fuck? What have you been doing to help out missing and exploited children, Tiffany? That you're going to sit here. If somebody wants to put a fucking wish list up, let them. I don't fucking care. Don't buy from it. It's pretty simple. What do you fucking even care? You know what I'm saying? If this person has a fucking wish list up on here. But, she's back to sitting here because as long as there's idiots that'll sit there and believe these fucking people, they'll just continue on with this show that they're putting on, This girl who sat here and lied about giving $1,500 check to a reward fund, she's going to sit there and tell other people, it's about summer. She doesn't get Christmas presents this year. Yeah, and she also didn't get your $1,500 check that you sent, Tiffany. She also didn't get that because you fucking lied to everybody. Like, is it just me or do these people have balls? That's why I should have named this fucking live. You all have balls, like, to sit here acting the way you do, complaining the way you do. Holy shit, Holy shit. It's like, you are full of shit, dude. Look at this. She's back to this. She's back to this shit. Everything done in the darkness will come to light. We are still here, Summer Moon, 18 months, and our love only grows more. First of all, that sounds so creepy, dude. It really does. This kind of weird, fake, over-the-top bullshit is creepy. I'm sorry. It just is. Because she knows that this is what her followers want out of her. So she's going to continue on with this bullshit that she's the biggest supporter of Summer. Fuck out of here with this shit. The fuck out of here. Give me a fucking break with this bullshit, Tiffany. I don't know who the fuck you think you're fooling with this shit, but it ain't me. You really care. I don't even want this little girl's face on my page. Let me take this down. It's like disgusting the way these people use this poor little girl. Still, still using her against people. It's disgusting. Capricorn season may weed out all the crazies. I really hope so. Creative Witch. Hey, Life Rewinded. Like, I haven't even gotten to talk to you, I don't think, since Sarah Smiles came in my live the other day. And I don't know where you were, but I'm sure you've heard about this. But she was like trying to blame you. I don't know, dude. It was a really crazy situation. She was trying to blame you for like some shit she said happened with her kid. And I don't know. It's fucking crazy. I just want you to know that, like, I personally don't see how you would be responsible for that. But yeah, that was another crazy thing. My son's a Capricorn. My stalker. TM can make money. Clearly, Summer is the only way TM can make money. Oh, yeah, totally. Totally. But I'm like, these people really have fucking nerves sitting around here. Just the way that they act, complaining, between her, between Laura, when there's people out there that are seriously fucking struggling in life, especially right now, with the way that the prices of everything have gone up. It's just like, you have fucking balls, dude, sitting here complaining. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Don't start that part. It's like Beetlejuice. What do you mean? I'm just sick. I'm just sick, like, by some of this shit. I really am. I'm disgusted by these fucking people and the act that they put on and the show that they put on. And then the fact that there's actually people out there. Like, I was looking through the other creator that I just said, who was leaving, right? They said they were leaving YouTube because they're being stalked. I'm looking at like the comments in there and I'm just kind of dumbfounded. Like, there was a few people in there who left like comments calling her out, you know. The best one was that, hold on a second. There was some person in there that they were trying to say was nonsense. And I forget the name. Let me go look. Hold on a second. It was a troll that had been trolling me, and I think Alicia too. So I really highly doubt it's nonsense, whatever the person's name was. But I was reading the comments and I was just like, kind of like, wow, man, it really just goes to show you that like people will follow. Like, I don't know how people don't see through certain people. Like, that's always been a thing on here that's really kind of like amazed me, right? And I guess it's just maybe comes down to like the personal preferences of people, right? Like, there's just certain people that you meet in life that you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be friends with this person. Like, we have nothing in common. But like on here, it's almost a little different because I feel like personalities definitely are a lot more extreme on here than they are in real life because the anonymity, you know, face to face, most people won't act the same way, you know, face to face as they act on here. That's my personal belief, you know. Um, they're not gonna have the same fucking things to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this girl met Michelle face to face, I highly doubt she would be saying the things that she says on here, you know. So the personalities are more extreme, which makes it more, you know, weird for me because I'm like, well, I don't like, you know, I see some of the behavior on here and I'm just like, it's so fucking extreme that I don't understand how people like support it, you know? Like, it's so extreme and it's so crazy that I don't know how people support the behavior. There are a lot of followers who don't use their own brains on here. One person, they like follow someone and they all follow along regardless of the person of yeah, exactly. Of the if the person is worthy of such a support or not. I agree with that. I do. I agree with that 100% because I do think there's a lot of following that goes on, you know, and maybe that's why I don't get it because like I'm not a follower. You know, I remember years ago when everybody started, you know, going towards Molly Golightly. Like, I wasn't about to fucking follow the crowd over there, dude. You know, I I had my feelings about her and I separated myself from anybody that was going to follow. And people were mad at me, like, because I wasn't following. And they were like, oh, Mega Monster, you know, like, get over it. And I'm like, well, I'm not. Let me just tell you something. When somebody fucks with my family, I'm never going to get over it, dude. You know, when you fuck with my family over some bullshit on YouTube, I'm not going to get over it. I don't have to get over it. I don't have to get over that woman, you know, for you to tell me and gaslight me and tell me that I need to get over that woman doxing me and, you know, fucking with my real life, I'm you're gaslighting me because I don't need to get over that. There's nothing about me, especially when I never got any type of apology or anything like that, which I don't want from her. But I'm just saying, why should I get over it? Why do I have to get over it? Because you want to get over it, you know, because you want to give somebody a chance. I don't need to get over it. No way. I don't need to get over anything at all, you know? But I certainly don't need to get over somebody fucking with my real life. That's definitely not happening. You know, you want to talk shit about me all day? Go for it. But once you drag my innocent family into it, we have a problem. And I'm not going to get over it ever. So, you know, so all these people went over there and they were like, you know, there one specific person I remember always saying, oh, you know, this person doesn't like me just because they became friends with Molly. Well, I mean, that's not the only reason, but it's definitely a big part of the reason because I've made it pretty clear in here that if you're friends with her, stay as far the fuck away from me as you possibly can. Because if you can't see through that asshole, then I don't know what to tell you. Kool-Aid has a second channel with no post. I haven't seen the first channel return. So Sarah, the least of my worries. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Life Rewinded. I hope she's okay. Yeah, I'm never gonna get over that, dude. Like, so, and I don't have to get over it. And if you don't fucking like it, well, I don't know what to tell you. You know, you don't have to take on my feelings and be mad at her because of what she did to me. But you also shouldn't expect me to not be mad at her just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you want to forgive her. Because I don't have to forgive anybody, and especially her. So, why do adults, hold on a second. Why do adults feel we are one size fits all? We are not made for everyone, and that's okay. That's what makes it interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Ash, people feel more comfortable in a group and can't make decisions personally. It's a great social experiment watching certain groups blindly follow along regardless of their personal morals. Wild. Yeah. Well, I don't believe some of these people that say that they even have morals. I love when they state my team of attorneys. Yeah, there's no team of attorneys, dude. I really laugh at like some of these new people that really think like, bro, we've been doing this shit for years. There's no attorneys. You know what I'm saying? There's no attorneys. There's no like I remember, you know, even myself, like people, you know, saying that shit years ago. And like now I just kind of laugh at it because it's like at the end of the day, it's our choice to be up here and doing what we're doing, right? So like if you don't like it, the easiest thing to do is shut the fucking app down, delete your channel, and get the fuck out of here. You know, like that's the easiest way to solve your problem. You know, if you feel like somebody's bothering you on here, just fucking log off, dude. Like, or block them, you know? Like the whole like attorney thing just makes me laugh every time. Cause I'm like, unless like something serious happened, okay? Like Alicia saying it with the photos, that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm talking about the people that say it just because somebody's talking shit about you, dude. Like, that's ridiculous. You know, if you can't handle people talking shit about you, you really need to log off of here because it's just not the place for you. Mm-hmm. No one is forced you to be here. Nobody. I mean, so you could just bounce out of here very easily. I saw a clip the other day that I wanted to go over with you guys. I gotta look in my history real quick because it was an interesting one. Dude, and this Idaho 4 thing is getting out of control in here too. You don't want to be stalked or bothered, then try stop going into others' real lives. Yeah, contacting their family members, Penelope. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, how would she like it? Okay. If somebody contacted her family members. You know, that's why I found the post so like kind of ironic when I saw it yesterday because I'm like, you know, you're feeling unsafe on here, yet you're supporting contacting Michelle's family members. And I'm not giving Michelle an excuse. Michelle's an asshole. I'm just saying that, like, if you don't want it done back to you, and you're, you know, you can't sit here and be like, oh my God, I feel unsafe when you're kind of doing the same thing to somebody else, you know? You're going into their personal business. I mean, come on, you know, get out of there. So it's just kind of, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that person. I think I've made that pretty clear here. You know, I've just seen some very bizarre behavior, and I don't believe a lot of what they're saying about themselves. So hold on a second. Where did I see this? I need to go back in my history here. Let's see. I know it was a yellow clip. Oh my God. I've been binge watching Christina Randall's videos like the last couple of days. I think this was one of the sickest stories I've ever heard. This girl, some of you guys might have heard her name. Her name is, hold on a second. Oh shit. Why isn't her name on here? Hold on. Let me see if I can find the name. Oh, Taylor Shabusiness. Weird name, right? She was dating this guy, right? And they started smoking, like, I don't know, they were smoking crystal meth and she was injecting him with tramadol, was it? I don't know. No, not tramadol. I don't know. Some kind of antipsychotic medication, okay? And she stayed over the house with him for like 2 days. Oh, it's so sick, dude. And I guess they got into some like kinky shit, right? Where they were where strangulation got involved, okay, during, things that they were doing. And it ended up that she strangled the guy to death, okay? And then this is where it gets sick. She, like, once he was dead, she kept doing things with his body, right? After he was gone. Like, you don't typically hear of women doing these types of things, which is what makes it so sick. And then once she was done with that, she dismembered him, right? And then his mother ended up finding his head in a bucket. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with the world? His head and his man parts were in a bucket together. Like, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that's just shocking to me because you really typically don't hear of women doing those types of things. Like, so yeah, that was that was pretty disturbing. Wait, was this it? Hold on a second. This might have been it. I think this might have been it. Shit, now I don't remember which one it was. Might have been the Not for Nothing channel. Hold on a second. So yeah, pretty disturbing, dude. Pretty fucking disturbing. This story of the head in the bucket, at first I thought it was fictional. It's shocking. Well, it's shocking especially because it's a woman who's like women are typically not, I think, that's what made Jodi Arias' crime so like popular, right? Was because of the brutality of it is not typical of a woman, right? Usually when women kill, they'll shoot or, maybe stab, but there'll be like 2 stab wounds. Like, but to take that next step, to like trying to decapitate somebody or, when it gets really, really violent and becomes overkill, that's not typical of a female murderer statistically. Mm-mm. No, that's why nonsense. A lot of people, I don't know if you're referring to Jodi Arias or the other girl, but with Jodi Arias, some people, during the time when her trial was going on, were like theorizing that she had stopped and picked up an ex-boyfriend on the way there because his whereabouts still to this day have never been accounted for. He's never been interviewed by the police. And there was communication, I think, between them about stopping down there to see him before she headed to Mesa, Arizona. So some people think that, you know, she stopped and got him and he helped her, but there was no other DNA ever found at the scene, only hers. She left a bloody handprint, and then I think they found some of her hair at the scene, which she tried to explain away, like, because she was like over there like months prior, but the brutality, and the reason I think it got so brutal is because this is my personal theory, was that, he wasn't dying as quick as she thought he would. And she also caught him in a very vulnerable situation. The guy was in a shower, so he had no clothes on. And then he gets out soaking wet on, hey, get off that. He gets out soaking wet onto a tile floor, where it's slippery. And like, she had the full advantage there in that situation. So, which is so sad. And that's why I think she was able to, hey, he stole my flamingo ornament. Get out of here. I think that's why she was able to get away with, such a brutal crime. And I think that I've been watching this show. I told you guys it's called I Survived. And you wouldn't believe some of the fucking horrific injuries that people survive. Like, our bodies are pretty amazing, you know? So there's been people on this show that have been stabbed like 30 times, had their throat slit, and survived it. So I think that when she was stabbing him, he wasn't dying as quickly as she was expecting him. Because a lot of the stab wounds, I mean, it looks horrific. I don't know if you've ever seen his autopsy pictures, but the stab wounds were horrific. But I think a lot of them were superficial, meaning that the knife didn't really go into his body all the way. There was a few that obviously went in all the way, but I think, yeah, I love that show. I think that, a lot of them were like superficial, meaning that they probably just went through maybe like an inch or so. So they were, in the muscle. And then there was a few that were fatal that went through, major arteries and stuff. But I think that he wasn't dying and she started panicking because he was probably, and I mean, it shows in his autopsy report that he fought back. He had a lot of defensive wounds on him where he grabbed the knife and his hands were sliced open. So, and, she even cut herself. So I think that she just got in such a panic that he wasn't dying, that she, that's what led her to go to that overkill, that she wanted to make sure he was gone, before she left. And he was probably fighting back. So that's why I always felt like part of her story was kind of true in a sense, right? But it was just the way she told it wasn't true, right? Because she said that he attacked her. I think, yeah, he probably did attack her after she started stabbing him. So, like, there's bits and if you listen to her whole story, right? There's bits and pieces of truth in her story. Even when she tells the ninja story about the people that first came in and attacked. So she said, I still think that story, get off there. Dude, I'm going to tell you, stop eating my plant. I think that even that part of the story, there's some truth to it. Not that there was other people there, but the events that took place between, she says, a guy and a girl and the way they were fighting, is possibly her, but she's talking out of, person. Like she's talking about it from another perspective. Here they were calling her a female Jeffrey Dahmer. She had pictures. Who is that? Get away from the plant. I'm going to kill you. Stop it. So, yeah, very interesting, crazy story. Is this recent? Which one? The one about the girl who cut off the head? I don't know when that happened, to be quite honest with you. I'm not really 100% sure when it actually happened. Where'd my window go? Oh, yeah, this was the video. I think this was the video that I wanted to take a look at. But yeah, I'm like, holy shit, that was a disturbing story. Really fucking disturbing story. Like, wasn't ready for that one. I like Christina Randall, though. I've followed her for years. Is this on a YouTube channel? Yeah, Susan M. Here, hold on. I'll grab it for you. So Christina Randall is, she started off as like a prison YouTuber, actually, because she was arrested. She was spent a couple of years in prison. But obviously, she has her shit together, has her life together. And she kind of started off, because when I first started following her, I don't remember. Oh, I might have found her during the Chris Watts days. I think that's how she got into true crime, honestly. I think she used to do like all sorts of like different videos, but I think she started kind of doing true crime videos back in the Chris Watts days. And then like I guess it just caught on and she continued doing those videos. And now that's mostly what she does is cover true crime. She has she has two channels. She has the Christina Randall, and then she has one it's called Casually Christina. But she just has like I could tell if she lived near me, her and I would be friends. Like she's just that type of girl where I feel like I would hang out with her. Like she's totally cool. So, all right, hold on. Here's her channel. But like when I think of real true crime YouTubers, like this is one of them because she just tells the story, right? She just gives the facts. She doesn't put her opinion really in it. She does a little bit, but like I was binge watching her videos this weekend and she'll put like her opinions, but she doesn't speculate or theorize too much to the point where it's like, okay, because there's other bigger YouTubers out there that have really big true crime channels that I feel like they put a little bit too much of their own opinions in things. And it kind of, I don't care for some of their opinions, So, I like the way she does things. Just like I like, what's her name? Kendall Ray. She also is very good at like just telling the story, giving you all the facts and not really putting too much of her own personal feelings or opinions in it. Which is crazy because like they pick up stories that like might be big, but like, it's impossible to hear every freaking crazy story that goes on. So it's kind of cool to watch some of these, because there was a story that I watched the other day that happened here in New York. This dad, I can't even like think about it because it makes me absolutely sick. But they're this young couple. The dad was married to the what do you call it? The wife. They had a kid really young. You know, the wife thought their relationship was totally fine, totally perfect, right? All of a sudden, one day he disappears, and uh I don't remember exactly what happened. Something happened with the car. He left the car somewhere or something. So she goes home, she finds this 8-minute video of him talking about he's going to harm himself and their baby. Now the baby was like, this poor baby was born with a cancer, some type of cancer in her eye. So like her whole first year of life was, just in and out of hospitals, chemo treatments, all this stuff. And the dad, at some point, I don't know what happened, but he took the baby and he beat her to death and left her in like a river. And like, it's just like that happened here in New York. I never even heard this story. And it's so sickening. I can't with the kids things. I just can't. I won't listen to certain people when they talk about true crime. I want facts, and some people try to pretend they are law enforcement or lawyers. Yeah, when they don't know. I agree with that 100%. So, all right, let's take a look at this video. But yeah, there's definitely I'm picky about who I listen to with the true crime stuff these days. Like this, I have no problem with Christina Randall, the way she does things, because she just shares the story, and sometimes that's all you want to hear. It's just the facts and the story, I don't care to hear other people's theories. Like Laura, she sits there, these fucking out of the fucking world theories, and it's like, but then she's like, I don't speculate. Okay. It's all you do is speculate and come up with these fucking crazy, stupid theories. I don't know either, Creative Witch. The stories with the children for me are just so fucking hard to listen to, because like I get so angry. There was one that just happened here. Well, the father was just finally convicted, fucking piece of shit that he is. And I think I've talked about this on here before. 2 autistic boys that he had, okay? He fought the mother for custody. I don't know how he won. Well, I think I know how he won, actually. He was a cop, so, I'm sure that gave him a leg up on the mother. I don't know what the mother was going through, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why he was fighting her for custody, if there was, like, something wrong. That part of the story really never has been public, but, he gets custody of the boys, right? Meets this other woman. And this happened a couple miles away from my house. Meets this woman, she had kids too. So, they were living like as a blended family or whatever. And these autistic boys were going to school. My friend, okay, was the teacher of one of these boys. And she had called CPS. Between her and another teacher, I believe CPS made about 29 visits to their house in 1 year, right? And every time CPS would go there, oh, dad's a cop, they live in a beautiful house, everything's fine, and they would leave, right? CPS failed these boys. The dad was punishing the sons and making them sleep in the garage, okay? And I remember this week when this happened. It was freezing that week. I mean, freezing. Like we were I remember it was 18 degrees that night, because it was in the news the next day. He sent the little boy in the garage, no underwear. I mean, no pajamas, no blanket, just in his underwear, because he peed in his bed or something. I forget exactly what the reason was, which is insane. So he sent the 2 boys to sleep in the garage to like punish them, and the one boy froze to death. So sad. He was so cute too. And yeah, they just actually went through their trial, and thank God he was convicted. I mean, it's just terrible. I didn't know my friend was the teacher until all of a sudden my husband told me, and oh shit, I think I have the wrong window here. And I seen her on the news, and I'm like, oh my God. Absolutely horrible. Hold on a second. I picked the wrong window. Yeah, so sad. They were starving him. She said he would come to school smelling like urine and like no food. He was eating out of the fucking garbage pail. Like, how do you do that? dude, I pack my son's snack every day, right, for school, and like I always feel like I'm not giving him enough food, like you know, because and he's like the teacher gets mad because she's like, oh, they're only allowed to bring one snack, like how the fuck do you do that to your kids? Like I just can't even fathom doing that. Like I get it, that it's frustrating being a parent and like kids don't listen, but like that's not the fucking answer. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't fucking get it. And like it's not like this was a family that was not well off. If anybody out of this situation should understand what these kids go through, it's the dad. He was a cop, and he's seen it all. And he did to do that to your own fucking children, like sickening. He did a whole speech when he was sentenced, and it was just sickening. It was fucking disgusting, his speech. I couldn't even feel bad for this man. Like he was crying, but like there was no tears, of course. But I'm like, I just have so much trouble with people like when they do that. Do you really have remorse? You know what I'm saying? Because like this was a totally preventable situation. Do I believe that the dad intended for his son to die that night? No. He put the kid in the garage. He was punishing him. It was cruel and unusual punishment. That is not how you deal with a child, let alone a fucking, a kid that has autism who doesn't have the same understanding as a kid, who doesn't have that. Like, and it's like you have to know that that was a possibility, though, putting the kid out there. I mean, that's just common sense. Do I don't think he intended it, but part of the problem was when the story he told afterwards, right? Instead of just calling 911 and admitting what he did, he made this story up that the kid tripped and fell on the way to the bus in the morning. And that's where shit just went horribly wrong, because now it looks like, oh, you're trying to cover something up, I mean, how as a police officer he thought that that story was going to fly, I don't know, but he did. Yeah. So, and if you listen to the 911 call, oh my God, it's infuriating. He's laughing. He's laughing. The 911 operator asks him a question, and he like kind of like has this like like laugh, and it's just, oh my God, it's infuriating, fucking infuriating. And I'm just like, that one little fucking stupid decision that you made changed the rest of your life, everybody's lives around you. Like, was it worth it? Do I believe maybe that he didn't intend for the kid to die? Yeah, sure, but maybe, but you had to have known it was a possibility when you're putting a kid with no clothes, you know what I'm saying, out in a garage, no blanket, no heat, and we're in a deep freeze in New York. It gets cold here during the winter. We're about to go into another one, this week. So, and it gets cold at night. I mean, you have to know that's a possibility. Yeah, he was convicted and sentenced to I think it was 25 years to life. So he's not getting out. Cause I don't know if it was like, because I don't believe he was charged with first degree murder. I believe he was charged with manslaughter or second degree. I forget, but I don't think it was first degree murder. So I think whatever his sentence was, it was he's dying in prison. Like there's no question, because he's already in his 50s. I think it was like was it 45 years? I don't know. I forget the exact sentence, but he's not getting out of prison anytime soon. And then the wife, now I think the fiance, rather, I don't think they were married. I think her child's coming up. So now my friend, she has to relive this all over again. She had to testify, so now she has to testify and fucking relive this all over again. And it took a lot out of her, because she really tried to help this boy as a teacher, but you could only do so much. I mean, so sad. So sad. So it should have been murder. That's a slow torture to death. Well, it should have been, but the whole thing is, when they're charging people, you really have to look at the specifics of the law and the wording, because did he intentionally, premeditated, you know what I'm saying, plan for the kid to die? No. I think there was like recordings and stuff, so the prosecutors have to go with what matches up with their evidence that they have. So, oh yeah, Garden Girl, he's gonna, and hopefully so, you know what I'm saying? I hope whatever could happen to him, he'll probably be in protective custody, and solitary confinement, because I can't imagine he's gonna get that. That's the one thing when you go to prison, if you fuck with kids, it's bad. You're getting your ass kicked. So he's not gonna have a very pleasant time in prison. No. I'm sure, between the fact that not only is he a cop, but he fucking, killed a child, he's definitely going to be placed in protective custody. There's no question about it, because he will be killed. I mean, there's no question. Disgusting. Fucking piece of shit. But I hope he gets what's coming to him, The little boy was so cute. Thomas was his name. I just can't even imagine how you could punish your kid. I'm like, I can't even take my kid's iPad away for the freaking night. I'll be like, I'm taking your iPad, and then like 5 minutes later, he's like, can I have my iPad back? I'm like, here you go. Because like I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm a total pushover. So like, to even imagine putting my kid outside in the freezing cold like that, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking asshole. Especially a kid that's like with special needs, that's autistic. That's just terrible. Oh my God, those poor kids. So disgusting. All right, on a lighter note here, because like this is getting depressing. Let's see what's going on. I think it was this video. Hold on.
One and done. And not that we care about nonsensical trash people. I don't know who's streaming you, but you want to know something? When you people run out of things to talk about and you need to stream others.
Oh, it might have.
This is a lot about you. It's just very disheartening.
Doesn't she stream other people though sometimes? Like, what is she talking about?
That here? It went this way today.
Bitch boy Justin.
Well, maybe we should address this first, because I think people are kind of missing what you're trying to talk about here, Justin.
Can I ask a question? Is she away again? Is she on vacation again, or is this old? Did she go on another trip somewhere? Anybody? I can't punish either. My kids don't really do anything they need to be punished for. Yeah. I just I don't know. I can never imagine doing anything like that. Shout out. I've never streamed anyone that was live, I don't think. I don't either. I try not to, but So is she on another vacation?
So let me just say this really quick for anybody in the side chat who's come here with a different agenda. My content has nothing to do with Justin's content. It's not up to Justice to either support or denounce the content that I do in my channel. My crime show is my own crime show, and my approach to it is my very own approach. I have my own audience over there for it, and my audience really supports it and enjoys what I do over there. So if you don't enjoy it, don't.
Her audience enjoys her making disgusting, horrible jokes about yeah. Okay.
Watch it. It's that simple. You don't have to watch it. It's not fair to put
going
Justice
to Florida, but
or Molly on the spot over how I cover my content or my true crime cases.
Marissa only cares about herself. Who am I supposed to care about?
She's like, so she's not denying that. She's not denying that she only cares about herself. Somebody says that she only cares about herself, and she's like, who else am I supposed to care about? Well, gee, I don't know. Your kid, your husband, your friends, your family, your mother, I mean, wow. Who would say that? Like, wow. Only a narcissist, folks.
Am I supposed to care about 80,000 people? Am I supposed to care about 80,000 people and their issues and their problems?
Oh my God, dude. Am I supposed to care about 80,000 people? First of all, there's no 80,000 people watching you, dude. I mean, these people, I don't know. They really think that there's 80,000 people watching them. Like, a lot of people will subscribe to your channel and never come back and watch another video again. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I would say the amount in your chat is more of a reflection of the people that watch you on a regular basis, which, for her chat could be 600 people. And I'm sure there's other people that watch after the fact, but I would say that if you're a live streaming channel and you get, whatever views you get during your live, that's the bulk of your views and the people that actually watch you. So yeah, you should care about the people that follow you. Absolutely. Is it possible to care about now again, this is a life coach, but is it possible to care about every single person, like individually? Like, no, it's impossible. There's no way you would be able to talk to all those people, but like, you should care. These people give you money. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
She cares only about her money. Well, a girl just called me and said, Marissa, I'm the girl that gave you $10, my last $10, and you gave me $100 back.
Oh, and by the way, so I was trying to figure out what happened with this graphic designer. I had no idea who it was. I happened to just like land on this last night. What's his name was live. Holy shit. Why do I always forget this guy's name? You guys know who I'm talking about. The one that was doing the fraud raiser thing. Holy shit. Uni. So he was live last night and I happened to land on this and the girl was in the chat. So her name is Tea Sipping Mama. And her story, I wanted to get an understanding of what was happening between her and this girl because, you know, she's under the impression, from what I gathered, right, that she gave this girl $300 to do artwork for her and then expected the world out of her from that. Yeah, rock a lot, uni rock. She expected the whole world out of this girl. And I've seen her do this before, so I believe the girl. You know, she did $300 to do just the design work, right? And then she started asking for all like extra stuff. So as a graphic artist, I understand. Stop it. As a graphic artist, I understand what she's saying is like, yo, get down. You know, I understand what she's saying is that get off the counter, get off. You know, that stop it. That she's taking advantage of the girl, basically. You know, she was trying to get more out of it. Like, you're just paying $300 for the design, right? Work. And people try to do this all the time when you're a graphic artist. They don't realize that, yeah, this is work. This is an actual job for me. So, you know, I don't do this shit for free. But people think that, you know, just because you're an artist, it's like easy or something. So she was basically trying to get free work out of this girl, you know, $300 for 10 graphics, which is really cheap, to be honest with you. Molly paid her $300 for 10 logos, but expected the merchandise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not, dude, to get a logo designed, I mean, it could cost you anywhere from $500 to fucking over $1,000, $5,000. It really depends on exactly what you're looking for, but that's ridiculous. She seems to use small business to try to get free. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, she thinks that, oh, working for me is a you know, privilege or something. I'll tell you right now, $300 is cheap for a logo design. For full logo design, unbelievable. She just takes advantage of people.
So do you remember that?
Just like she did with Robin and everybody else that she supposedly, you know, had business relationships with. She is the worst business person on the planet.
Yes. So guess what? I'm tired of people talking about money. This is an issue here. This is a huge issue, and I'm tired of hearing about it. Everything's my money, my money. Shut up. I earned it. I earned it because you're talking about me all day, all night. That's why I make money.
That is not why you make money, dude. You do not make money because I talk about you. That's not what the fuck are you even talking about? That doesn't even make any sense. She's always done this thing where she's tried to convince people that the more they talk about her, and it's like a reverse psychology tactic, you know, typical narcissist bullshit, right? That if you talk about her, you're somehow helping her out. You're helping her make money. Right? If you talk shit about her, you're helping her make money, which how is that even possible? So she tries to do that so that you'll stop talking about her because you'll be like, oh, I don't want to help her out. You know, I don't want to help her out. I don't want to put more money in her pocket. So I better stop talking about her because the more I talk about her, the more money she's making. She thinks that that's how people are going to think because she's a narcissist, but I don't give a shit. I don't care what money she's making. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't care about these people. I've let the garbage take itself out, and I'm not going to beg to be. I'm not going to beg for anyone to come back to me. You want to leave? Go.
Exactly. We don't pine for people that left us. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, if no one is tied to me, you know, you want to go, you have to go. You have your reasons why. I don't really question why. You go. But Marissa told me, and she's always said, listen, when you start to get more subscribers, the more subscribers you get, she says this. The more subscribers you get, the more people are going to come for you. My goodness. And
That's the truth.
because boy, truer work.
See, that's not necessarily, I mean, is that somewhat true? Sure. You know, I mean, that's more money, more problems. You know, Biggie didn't make that song for no reason. The only problem is with that is, you know, some people do. Stop it. Stop barking at me. Some people grow. Hold on a second. Dude, why are you barking at me all of a sudden? Come over here. Come here. Why don't you go enjoy the nice weather or something? I don't know what you want from me right now. I don't have anything. Come here. Where'd your bone go? You know what? He lost his bone. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find his bone before. Oh yeah, I don't know where you put these things. You bury everything. You know, their behavior is also the reason why people come after them. That's the part that they leave out all the time. You know, when you act like a fucking crazy asshole on here, of course more people are gonna come for you.
Words. I mean, look, you guys have got to listen to. She's like Moses with the fucking 10 Commandments of YouTube. I'm telling you.
Marissa's been through it all. She has been. Marissa's been through it all. She has been.
Subs, and there's all these people getting caught up lying to their subs. They keep lying.
Nobody has lied about her. Like, I just want to know one person who's lied about her. You know, she denied. Did I play that? That's what I wanted to show you guys. I think, wait, did we go over that? Her denying about the whole thing. I think we looked at that the other day. You know, she's denying the whole arrest, I guess, basically, or the charges that she had. Like, she was trying to get away with it.
Right.
Who has that?
Well, he says to attack Mallory Subs is so wrong. Well, the campaign today has really been to, because my crime show was so successful today, and it was only my second one in, it made their heads spin.
And guess what? They're saying that I shouldn't be here because my mom has cancer. Excuse me. The trip was made before I found out my mom has cancer. My mom is in quarantine.
Oh, so this is old. This is when she was just in Florida, was it? Or I don't know where the fuck she was. I can't keep up.
Oh, really?
What?
I know she's feeling it sad.
I
Okay.
I showed you the text.
I can't remember.
Yeah, she got it in the hospital. Not the first time, the second time when she went for testing. Just 2 weeks. Yeah, don't question why I'm down here. Oh, they're also saying my husband threw me out of the house. And now people are commenting underneath saying, I wish my husband would throw me out of the house and send me to Key West. You gotta laugh at those kind of comments. Because why would my husband throw me out of the house and send me to Key West?
Oh, who knows, Marissa?
Really?
Some of this is all humor. And you gotta laugh.
Okay.
Really? She really asked the question that why would her husband throw her out of the house? Maybe for some fucking peace and quiet and some privacy. Wow, dude. She's like, the lack of self-awareness with her is just, it's beyond.
First of all, what woman doesn't wear a push-up bra? I mean, listen, first and foremost, they don't make them just for trans women. I'm putting it out there. Second of all, my boobs are fully authentic. I have a nice size rack for a mutilate trans gal. 5 years on HRT will do that for somebody. Okay, so there's that, people.
I mean, they're homegrown just like everyone else is.
Why can't I grow boobs? I want to grow some boobs.
Bad for what I got without having to have had the need for implants. Okay, but there they are. They're so concerned with what's under my clothes, right? Both top and bottom. But you know, they're not bigots. It's perfectly normal to run around talking like that about trans women. It's perfectly normal in their world.
Who is she referring to?
It's not mine. And I made it loud and clear in my Patreon.
I don't know who she's referring to because I haven't heard anybody, but I'm sorry. You know, just being realistic. I mean, for a lot of people who aren't familiar with that lifestyle, it's perfectly normal to have questions about it. I'm sorry. It just is. You know, for people that you have to understand that in different parts of the country, there's that lifestyle isn't as prevalent as it is in other areas of the country. You know, so people might have questions about it. You kind of have to expect that, you know. But I haven't seen anybody saying anything like that about.
I don't care who leaves.
Because listen, you know, the only tough bitches up here are the bitches sitting up here in this panel and Bullhorn Betty. Listen, here's the thing. Because my thing is, how many of those bitches does it take to take?
Well, at least she's admitted that Justin's a bitch. I mean, I've been waiting for that, right?
Got one fucking trans gal right over a fucking true crime show. I mean, how many people, how many hours, how many people does it take to collaborate with one another to take out one trans gal that works completely solo?
Who's trying to take her out?
NIA,
Anybody?
You're gonna need more people.
How about the want to ask you something. People are asking me what I think about Dolly Vision's brother.
I don't know his brother.
Exactly. So why are they putting that all on us?
Well, I'll tell you this: if that video was Dolly's brother, it's disgusting and it's despicable,
Yeah.
and it should be denounced. That is it.
I'll do you one better. If that video is not Dolly's brother, and that video is disgusting, and
They're like laughing about it. That's pretty sick.
needs to be denounced.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes.
Why are you asking me what I think?
I mean, that video kind of stands on its own and speaks.
That's very true, Donna. The only person I've ever seen speak on it was her. She says the worst things about trans people and Black people and Chinese people and all sorts of people. So pretty disgusting. Oh, here we go. I think what was this it? Conclusion, Molly's addresses the charges. Yeah. Did we watch this? I don't know if we watched this. Her addressing the charges. I think that's what I was looking
for
for.
itself. It doesn't really,
that is disgusting.
regardless whose family tree it is.
Yeah, forget this. Hold on. That's what I wanted to look at. Was her addressing the charges. I don't remember if we looked at it or not. These people are just gross. Yeah, there's double standards everywhere. She's said some pretty horrible things. And likewise, if you go on Mallory's channel, I mean, she used to refer to her as sloppy Molly, you know? So I guess she has the mindset of like, if you can't beat them, join them. I don't know. Here's her addressing these charges. Hold on a second. That's what I wanted to look at. I couldn't remember what it was that we were going to look at here. Dolly's brother got brought up as they seem to have been avoiding that subject. Well, of course they're gonna. I mean, listen, they're not responsible for his brother's actions. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, it is an
Arrested
interesting
again?
question.
Defacing.
Okay, so you guys, all right, I don't think we went over this. So you guys remember, I was the one who pretty much, I was sent this by somebody, okay? Last week, we went over the whole charges. So for anybody that wasn't here, okay, this gets dropped in my fucking inbox. Charges that she had that said defacing property monument, okay? And the specific charge is whatever the number is, right? When you get charged with something, there's always like a number attached to it. Like here it's called a penal code. I don't know what they call it out of state, but they refer to it as a penal code here, right? So like, say if you get charged with like felony assault, right? There's different types of felony assault, you know? So there's all subsections. So it would be like, let's just say 123.2, right? Then there's 123.2A or something like that. And that's how they do it. So this specific charge that she was charged with and the number that they assigned to it for her charge was specifically written in the law. I read it on here. The charge dealing with destruction of property to a monument or some type of memorial, you know, thing having to do with, you know, a veteran. So whether it was a statue or some type of building or whatever, it could be anything, but it was something that was, you know, if you read the law, it's basically something that's dealing with something like that she did. So I really did a great job explaining that, didn't I? Hold on a second. My mail girl's here and I have a feeling she's going to bring, oh, she put it in the mailbox maybe? All right, you go, girl. Fit that in that mailbox. All right.
Is this a troll?
So this is her. So a troll went in her chat the other night and, oh, wait, just the mail girl. We see her every day. Okay, so she addressed it. Somebody went in her chat and said something about her getting arrested. And now watch how she handles this, okay? Watch the little dance that she does here.
I'm here called Molly Goes Scammy. Too bad your body didn't come up on Lake Mead, so you got arrested again, defacing a monument. What?
So now she's going to try to deny this here. She's going to try to deny this. Watch. Just watch how she dances around this.
What the F is wrong with you? What are you talking about? I got arrested for defacing a monument?
She's going to sit here and act like she doesn't know what this person's talking about. And like, watch all her facial expressions and everything. Cause it's like, look how she lies, dude. Just watch how the lie evolves. Now, those of us who were around, get off the plane. Those of us who were around during the NOLA thing, we're very familiar with this. But for the new people, this is new. You know, when she gets confronted with her bullshit, watch how she deals with it.
I don't know. There's a troll in here saying that I got arrested again, defacing a monument. I'm going to entertain this and say, what are you talking about?
So she's playing stupid right now. Like she has no fucking idea what's going on here. Andy Cruz. Hey, Ems, how you doing, girl?
Yeah, that's actually nice of you.
Deface, what monument was this and when was I arrested? I was just...
Look at her face. She looks like, damn it, again I got caught. But, you know, she's going to sit here and pretend that, you know, she doesn't know what this person's talking about.
Wondering.
So what are they? Molly go what? Molly go trashy. So what are they?
Molly go scammy. And who did I scam, by the way?
By the way, those glasses are like, your eyes are supposed to sit in the center of the frame. They look so weird on her. Like her eyes are all the way at the top of the frame and they're pushed up all the way.
Who did I scam?
I wonder if she has a nickname for me too. For this shit.
She always has to ask who she scammed. You scam everybody with your lies.
I mean, nice girls don't say things like that.
So she's.
Are you gonna tell me at least? Hi, Kiwi girl. How are we gonna connect? I didn't have any Kiwi. I didn't have any internet connection all day long. I had someone else go into Patreon and tell everybody where is it, because everything was frozen here. Apparently arrested during Johnny Depp. Oh!
Okay, now watch how she explains this away.
Trial? I was arrested at the Johnny Depp trial? I wasn't.
I don't know why the lips and the sound are off. I don't know if that's my internet or what.
I was with her. I would have known that she was not. And plus, what is she defacing a monument at Johnny Depp
Oh,
trial?
please. Give me a break.
Yo, that's her fucking, like, right there when she always goes, oh, please. Right there is when you know the guilt is kicking in. It's kicking in.
I was not arrested for anything.
So she's saying right now, her story stands that she was not arrested in any way, shape, or form. Now, sometimes when you actually get arrested, right? I told you guys this the other day when we broke this out, right? They don't actually put you in handcuffs and take you down to the station. They summons you, okay? Which means that you have to appear in front of a judge. You have to come to court. But they're not going to bring you down and go through the whole thing because, you know, whatever it is that you did probably isn't worth, you know, that the time and everything. But so it still technically counts as an arrest charge, but they didn't actually arrest you. So you didn't go in handcuffs and like the typical arrest. But you got summons down to court. So it does kind of count as an arrest.
Put your information somewhere else. Ta-da!
And that's Princess on the phone, by the way.
More lies.
Oh, so she's testing this person right now to see how much they know. You know, so she's just lying. More lies. Because technically, she probably wasn't arrested. She was summoned.
It's lying about me.
Everybody's always lying about me. They want to go down on me.
Hey, porn lady, are you obsessed with me or not?
Okay, so at first when I was listening to this, I'm like, who the fuck is she talking about? I think she's talking to Barnyard. I'm almost 100% sure because one of the things that she says makes me think it's Barnyard, but I don't know why she thinks that this person's in Barnyard or if Barnyard was in the chat. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
Do you want pictures of you with your face in my vagina now?
Barnyard totally wants to go down on me. Everybody does. If you talk about me, it means you want to go down on me. I don't know if you knew that.
It sounds it.
Hey, porn lady. I'm Princess. How are you? I like porn too, as long as there's guys in it.
So now Princess is going to join in. So I'm really losing respect for this guy. He's just as shitbag as she is at this point. Look at her fucking lips, dude. Oh, there's the tongue.
No,
Comes
the
out.
internet was frozen.
No, Marissa, just because it was freezing out.
Look at the tongue, bro. It's like on fucking. Look at this. Like, it's going hard. The tongue.
Marissa, just because it was freezing outside, the internet can freeze over
it's so
too.
gross, bro.
I have no idea.
It was icy out today. I thought it was gonna slip everywhere. It was so icy.
Marissa was arrested again. No, I wasn't.
She's totally lying. I mean, this is her typical, like, when she gets confronted with something, she gets very angry about it. Because I really think that she thought she was going to, like, get away with this one. I don't know who the fuck found this or how they found it or what made them think to look it up. All they know is it landed in my inbox. And I really wish she would blame me because, like, Barnyard's not the one who brought that to light. So.
The army doesn't want you. What do you mean you were drafted?
I know.
I feel bad that she's like taking it out on her.
Arrested.
Oh, arrested.
So we're gonna get a whole
lies
story.
about me. See, this is the thing. When you keep lying about you, they're gonna leave you because you're a liar and you're a porn lady. By the way, I thought you were gonna press charges on me. I thought you were getting.
Oh, sorry. Look at that. Did you guys just see the food? Hold on. Let's play that in slow-mo real quick. Watch the food fall out of her fucking mouth because she's like a fucking heathen the way she eats. Watch the food. Hold on. We got to go slower than that. It just like falls. Like she's so gross, dude. Watch the pretzels. I think it's a pretzel.
By the way,
Watch
I
it.
thought you were gonna press charges on me.
Watch.
I thought you were getting a lawyer.
Oh my god, bro! Why is she always eating? Yo, does she like just keep like whatever's supposed to go in her pantry or whatever? Does she just keep it sitting on her table? Like, how does this woman always have like fucking food within arm's reach of her all the time, right? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, the food. I'm sorry, I have to speed this up because listening to her fucking eat in like regular speed, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Can't afford one? Right?
You talking about lady? I'd like to hear what porn lady has to say.
She's so mad that she got busted out on this.
Well, not really.
That's what happens when you live in those weird ass fucking states. You have nothing to fucking do but suck dick and pussy and lie on the internet all day.
So here we go. Where she's all right. So Barnyard doesn't live in a weird state. She just I'm not even sure what state she lives in. I think it's Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken, right? What's so weird about Mississippi? So here she goes alienating her audience. You know, like this is what makes people hate us, people that live up north, because you know you look down on people just because they live in a different state down south, like they're stupid or they're bored or they don't have lives. So here she goes alienating not just Barnyard, you know, but she does this. She, you know, same thing Laura does. They like make these generalized statements about people. Like there's nothing better to do than suck dick and go down on people. As if like people up in, you know, Hershey, Pennsylvania don't do that too. Because, you know, Hershey, Pennsylvania is like a booming fucking area, right? It's like New York City. Give me a fucking break. You live out in the boondocks too. Like, who the fuck are you talking about? Weird states. She's such an asshole.
I wanted to take you out ice fishing. Do I look like the type?
That's not what she said. Who goes ice fishing in Mississippi? When she said this, when I saw this the first time, I'm like, how would you even do that? Is that even possible to do? I thought she said they were going to go some type of fishing, but it wasn't ice fishing because, like, I don't even think you could do that in Mississippi. Like, you can't even go ice fishing here in New York. So I'm pretty sure that they don't do that down there. Hold on. I just got to run into my mailbox. So. Yeah, I'm so excited. All right. Time to make some mold. All right, hold on. Sorry about that. I gotta get these done before Friday, and I need to let them cure for a little bit. All right.
That gets into random boats and goes ice fishing.
Am I somebody that like goes into random boats It gets ice fishing. So now she's alienating people that like to fish. Like it's like, oh my God, dude. Like she's too good for that. No, but it's something that your husband might enjoy. This is like, see, this woman does not do anything unless it's for herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not something she enjoys, like, I don't fish, okay? I've never, sorry about the loud plastic noises. I'm just opening my package. I would never fish, okay, in my life. I'm a Pisces. I can't hurt my people, but I'm joking, but I don't fish. I don't do anything that hurts animals, any type of animals. Okay. So like fishing's not for me, but my ex was really into it and he bought a boat and I used to go on the boat with them and enjoy the boat, but I didn't fish. But like she wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just not the type of person I feel that like would do something even if it's not necessarily something she enjoys. You know what I'm saying? Like even my husband, dude, I was never into hockey, but I used to go sit there and watch his hockey games. Like I never watched hockey. I'm talking before my son was born. Now I love it. But like you know what I'm saying? Like because it makes my husband happy. Like I'm there for him. I'm there to support him. I do things with my husband that he enjoys doing. Like she's like, when I go, like, well, if it would make your husband happy, then yeah, you should go. But you're an asshole. And a narcissist.
Why do you gotta be all weird? And if you're getting rewarded by all the great dick, then why do you have to go out and convince people out there on the internet and causing scandals? I mean, be happy. Some people don't get to suck dick all day long. What a bitch.
I'm summoned.
So that's Princess saying that not some people don't get to suck dick all day long. Like, okay. Hold on, sorry. These fucking packages that they put these molds in are so loud. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this one, you guys. It has like most of the ones that I bought. Hold on, let me just open this other one so you guys don't have to hear this. They just want to see. I forgot which one I this. Oh, so excited. These are big kind of flower pots. What's going on here? But they have, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but I'll show you real quick. Hold on. Why is my camera not going on? They have a little design in them. So hold on, I'll make myself bigger so you guys could actually see. Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta plug my laptop in. Give me a second. Because it's like slow right now. There we go. All right. So you see it has, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it all that well. It has like an imprinted design on it. So this one's like leaves. And they're pretty decent size, like flower pots, like so. And then this one has, I don't believe that they're 11 centimeters, like it said in the ad. And then this one has like a I don't really know what you would call this design, but hold on. Let me pop this out. It has like a I don't know, just like a pattern on it, but I thought it was really pretty. You see that? So yes, can't wait to see how these come out. See if they look good. Yeah, she only serves herself and trying to love herself. No real connections to anyone. No. Do I look like I would go fishing? All right, let me press play on this.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait to use these.
Are they talking about that lady in her Carlton went through her phone? I had to pay for the
So now she came up with a story of what this arrest was, right? She's gonna. I gotta turn this camera off. It looks terrible. So she's came up with a story now about what happened, and this is the story that she threw her phone.
the glass.
And of course,
it's not getting arrested.
In her mouth.
You got me a gift, Kathy? Really? Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Like, what is wrong with these people?
Woo!
They definitely.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. You're gonna love. I love that. Thank you so much. Oh my God! Thank you. I can't wait to get that. Oh yeah, just like there's an open investigation. See, everyone lies.
Yeah, everybody's lying about her. It's not her. She's not the piece of shit or anything. It's everybody else, right? Always.
No, it wasn't a demeanor. No, it wasn't a misdemeanor. No, they threw it out. It was.
Okay, so here she is lying about this, okay, because She said the same thing in NOLA, and we've never gotten proof about it. But when your case gets thrown out, okay, when your case actually gets thrown out, what happens is you don't have to pay a fine, okay? When you get dismissed from court, right? Completely dismissed. That's it. It's over. The judge, dismisses you, and then that's the end of it. You walk out of the courtroom, okay? And it's over. You don't have to pay a fine. You don't have to do, well, you'll hear what her punishment was. So it wasn't dismissed and it wasn't thrown out. And she is lying right here.
Thrown out. Did she say it was, what did she say? Thrown out? Did she say it was thrown out? Because it was. The judge looked at the police officer and said, do we have anything, any priors, misdemeanors, anything? And he said, Your Honor, I checked all 50 states, I got nothing. I still to this day do not have a misdemeanor or a felony.
Dude, that mouth, that top lip, it looks like somebody punched her in the face and it just like stayed, you know what I'm saying? Like smushed in. Ugh. I don't have any misdemeanors or felonies. That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, I don't have a misdemeanor. It was thrown out. Adrian.
And here we go. We got to call the husband for, he's the proof all the time, the proof police over here. Adrian, tell everybody how they want to go down on me.
Come here. Adrian.
Ugh. Dude, everything about this woman is obnoxious. Like, even the way she chews a fucking pretzel. Like, how only she could make a pretzel annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she somehow figured out how to make a pretzel annoying. That's like hard to do, but she figured it out. Chomping on a pretzel. Like
I just have to call them. Virginia, defacing a monument. You know, it's not called, it's called defacing a monument. A monument. No, it's throwing a cell phone.
You pissed on a statue. But you didn't do that.
Adrian, come out.
So it's always her who gets these weird things attached to her charges, right? Like for instance, there was a charge that she got when she lived down in Georgia on an army base. And the charge was, she was charged with embezzlement, but she says that it was because she stole a mascara from the whatever they call that store down on the army bases. Like, so this is the same thing now, right? You threw a cell phone, but for now the second time in your life, the police charged you. I'm sorry, the third time, right? The police charged you with something totally different for throwing a cell phone. Okay.
Remember that lady barnyard that you love just so much? She was going around telling people the whole thing with the cell phone, right? No one's go for her. And that lady, the Ritz Carlton with the cell phone.
Okay, now mind you, she's telling Adrian, right? And he always comes to like verify things, but here's my problem. I don't think that he even like cares enough to look. So that's probably the same story that she told him, was that, oh, I threw a cell phone. So he doesn't know any better. So you know what I'm saying? He's just believing what she's telling him.
What did I do? I had to pay for the cell phone repair for the glass, right? And
$92.
complete 2 hours of anger management online.
Ha! Bro, she's 50 years old and she has to do anger management classes. Like, dude, you need to grow the fuck up. I think it's time you grow up. Now, I remember her telling this story about the woman and the daughter. I didn't remember it until I saw the second video that this person posted. And she said that, I don't know, I remember her talking about the daughter because this girl was 18 years old. And of course she was talking shit about her looks and all this other stuff, and the way she was dressed. But do I believe that this is why she got charged with what she got charged with? No.
And then go back.
Right.
And then what?
And you got court fine.
And what happened?
And it's over.
It was over. Okay. Well, they are saying that I defacing a monument in April. And it was a misdemeanor.
Listen, girl.
I don't know what to say.
The judge said this is over. Goodbye. Thank you. Defacing a monument, breaking the glass.
That's not true, though. You just told us that you had to pay a fine and that you had to take 2 hours anger management, which you also have to pay for, okay? Whenever a court sends you to take classes, those classes aren't free. You have to pay for those classes. Like when I got a DWI 20 years ago, okay, I had to pay to take classes. So that's not dismissed. That doesn't mean it was thrown away or dismissed. It was done when you completed your punishment. So you probably pled guilty, okay? And then you paid a fine and you paid and then you took the classes. That's usually what would come along with a guilty plea. So, or you plea bargained or whatever, but it wasn't thrown out. So you're lying.
To a cell phone, is that defacing a monument?
Defacing a monument.
Shut up, princess! Please.
Listen to how she talks to this man. She's so angry right now because she got caught. She got busted lying once again. Okay. And now she's embarrassed, which she should be because she's a grown ass fucking woman and is acting like she's in her 20s.
Defacing a monument. How is that? Defacing a monument would be like spray painting the statue of what?
It wasn't defacing a monument, and she knows exactly what she was charged with because you see, when you go to court, what happens is they read your charges out in front of you. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys real quick. Hold on a second. Yeah, the anger management classes are working great, right? You know, these people aren't making this up. It's right here. Destruction, property, monument. It says it right here. If you look this penal code up right here, it tells you exactly what it is. But here she is gaslighting and lying to her entire audience about it. As per usual, because that's all she does. And he probably doesn't know any better because he probably didn't even bother to look. He just believed her.
What?
I don't know, Abraham Lincoln.
Exactly. So that would be defacing. Okay. So if you're in the Ritz-Carlton and someone's got their camera in your face and you say, get your freaking camera out of my face and you throw it and the glass breaks, that's defacing a monument?
Nothing over there.
Okay. So where's that happen?
She threw somebody's phone. So that was probably one incident, but there was another incident, clearly. Oh, shit. What just happened? Sorry. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Let's break this down.
What the fuck? Sorry. I don't know how that just happened. All right.
This is how Molly celebrated when.
Oh my God. What the fuck? I just like lost my shit here. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I like pressed something. Okay. Oh, it should be in my history now. Let me go back up here to the top. Oop. Okay. Human. This one. Okay. Sorry about that. To come, someone manipulative tried to mask the lying by omission. One must use exact terms. It has nothing to do with the girl or hotel or phone. No.
I'm not calling them. He dismissed it. What do you think? That I have to defend myself to YouTube? Are you kidding me?
But that's exactly what she's doing right now. That's exactly what she's doing.
It needs to be updated. They will gladly update it and shut them up. Defacing monument, destruction of property. It's called destruction of property, not deface. Oh, see, that's the thing. You also, right? So just a girl, not for nothing, but you wrote defacing.
This is a just complete lie, okay? Because if she just got charged with destruction of property, then that would have been an entirely different charge. This subsection that I just showed you guys right here, okay? 18.2 is destruction of property, but this 137 part is specific to a monument or a memorial or something set up for a veteran. So, and it has a whole paragraph written about the specifics, you know?
A monument, not destruction of property. So why did you leave that out? It doesn't say defacing a monument. It says destruction of property. Thank you.
And now this person in her thing, okay, just totally fucking lied because it does say it right on the fucking thing. And if you look up the penal code, you know, it says it. It says it right on her charges, right on this website.
Okay. So now we're getting the truth from someone else.
No, we're not actually. She's annoyed right now because she got busted out once again with her bullshit. So just remember, though, a couple of minutes ago, and this is why I don't understand how people sit there and watch this. Just a couple of minutes ago, she was denying completely that anything happened, right? Then once the person got more specific with her in the chat, she had to, you know, adjust her lie to whatever they were saying. And now she knows, okay, somebody could go look it up and find out. So she had to make up some type of story. So her story was this cell phone bullshit, which is not true, clearly.
The charges, yeah, it was thrown out.
Unless that person's phone was considered a fucking monument that was made for a veteran.
It's not a misdemeanor, it was thrown out. Now Mary is here.
It wasn't thrown out. You paid a fucking fine and took classes. It wasn't thrown out. Liar.
It says the same and charge here. There is no charge. He told me what to do to pay it. I went to the ATM. I paid it. They gave it to her.
That's a lie too, because it was paid 2 days after her last court date.
I'm still allowed back at the Ritz-Carlton. In fact, I stayed there again. And then
Wait, why would she stay there again?
the girl didn't show up, just her mother. And then I did the 2-hour anger management, which I thought was actually really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. That was really cool.
Ugh, the chewing. Now she gets more into specifics in another
And then I
video
gave them. I
about
said, okay,
this.
thank you. This is dismissed. So yeah, when it's dismissed and it's
It's not dismissed when you have to fucking take a class, dude. Holy shit.
thrown out, the woman said, wait. It says final disposition dismissed.
That's not what it says. I don't know who's in the chat lying for her, but it says disposition. It says finalized. Okay. It says case type misdemeanor. And hold on a second. Deferred. I'm sorry. That was the last one. So final, it says result finalized. Okay. Which means she paid her fine because down here at the bottom of this thing, it says cost $92. Fine cost paid. 11/29/22. So she's fucking lying, dude. It was not dismissed. Dismissed means that it was just thrown out of court and she didn't have to do anything. There was no punishment. There was no guilty plea. It was just dismissed. So she's lying. This girl can't tell the truth if her life depended on it. Okay. So that was this one. Now, hold on a second, because now I'm going to go to their page. Oh, shit. What did I just do? Now, if we go on their site, okay, there's a part 2. All right. To this. I didn't see this other one, though, so there's a part 3, I guess. So here's more lies about it.
You saw yesterday and really didn't care? Who knows? You told everyone about it yourself. Yeah, I did. Well, this is the thing. When we went to court, this is what happened. The woman stood up and said,
Hold on, I gotta slow it down.
Hi, Rana. Just want to say, I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder from the police and since childhood, blah, 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 blah. I suffer from this.
Okay, so here's more lies. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that the woman showed up at court for the simple reason that, like, typically, if you're being charged with a crime, okay, it's going to, now, maybe there was a civil case. What she's talking about with the cell phone, I have a feeling was a civil case, okay? Because typically, when you get charged with a crime, the victim doesn't show up in the courtroom like that unless it's like a serious crime, okay? She's making it sound like she was in front of Judge Judy over here for this cell phone bullshit, which the woman could have went after her civilly. If there was any criminal charges pressed, the state handles those. So the woman wouldn't be up there, you know, I don't know. I don't know if she'd be up there testifying over a cell phone.
This. And we went to the Ritz-Carlton as a graduation gift for my daughter.
Or this is what she told the police, okay? Because it's obviously very possible that the police showed up during this altercation that she had, because I do remember seeing a clip about this when it happened during the Johnny Depp trials. I remember seeing a clip of her talking about that she had an altercation with this woman and her daughter at the hotel, and the police were called, okay? And so I don't think that that's the same as what this charge is, but there might have been another altercation or something that happened somewhere, because she had another altercation with another person that she taped with that other girl. So she's psychotic.
She kept going on. And the judge goes, all right.
Oh, the chewing.
Can we get to
I'm
the
sorry.
day of when this happened? She goes, okay. She was like, we knew that Johnny Depp was staying there, and we ended up getting the hookup with Johnny Depp's bodyguard or something like that.
Oh my God.
And
Just get to the fucking point.
it was really weird.
Always really weird.
She said,
Ugh.
she goes, we were there as VIPs. So we were waiting to have sushi. And we were waiting there in the lobby because this was a special thing because it's my birthday. And
this is another typical narcissist like thing that they do, is that like they just give, like, when they tell stories, it's just like, this has nothing to do with anything. Like, nobody fucking cares, but it's like a distraction tactic, you know, to like distract you away from the original subject. She's just like giving all this unnecessary detail that has nothing to do with anything. Nobody cares about this.
I'm really much into photography. And she kept going on. And when she kept talking about Johnny Depp, they stopped her again. And they said, ma'am, can we please get to the point where you met Miss Zelinsky? They stopped at the top of time.
You got to hear the end of this.
And she said, well, I had my phone open already. And my daughter ran up to me. I said,
oh my God, stop eating.
and because I'm into photography, I love photography. I was looking at pictures in my phone because I love photography.
Oh my God, we got it. She likes photography. She's got to think up the lies right now. So she's like trying to, I don't know what she's doing, but she's lying nonetheless.
I love that you guys care more about this than I do.
You see?
And then she said, Ma, this lady, you know.
Of course you don't care about it because you don't take responsibility for any of your behavior. Nothing's ever your fault. You're always the victim somehow. Yeah, there was an incident with the flyers too. Yes. She had several incidences while she was there.
And I ran after her. She goes, she took with my phone, and I got closest up to her as I possibly could. She took my phone. She got very angry and threw it and tossed it. And her thing is you had to understand that while the phone was here, she was holding open the elevator. I tossed it. And
grown-ass fucking woman, instead of just walking away from this lady, she takes her phone and fucking throws it. Meanwhile, this same person is constantly putting her phone in other people's faces and taping people without their fucking consent. But God forbid it gets done back to her, you know? Then she'll throw your fucking phone.
the daughter was 18 with these eyelashes out to here. Her eyelashes out to here. She barely wear nothing. And it was beige.
Who fucking cares what she was
wearing? The woman
wearing?
said, after she threw my phone, and this lady got away in the elevator, I started to scream, help, help, help. She goes, no one would help me, help, help. And finally, an Indian guy came and an Asian girl came to help me. And I got my phone. It still worked. So I called my...
Why does their race matter? Can I ask? Like, okay.
911. And I said, help. And I chased her out of the hotel and she was trying to get away. And it was the choice to either record her or call 911. I was in fear for my life because she reached into her purse for a gun. That's what she said. And I remember telling you guys that.
Yep.
And I didn't have a gun on me, no. And nor would I bring that, nor would I take it out of the house. And
right. The details, the extra details that have nothing to do with anything is just lies. It's all fucking lies. Oh my God, this woman is unbelievable. I don't know how people fucking even deal with this shit.
I get away from her. But the thing was, there were a whole bunch of Johnny Depp fans. She said that everyone out there that was standing there was recording me. And there was a big, huge scene. And
yeah, because you make a fucking scene everywhere you go.
Everyone was recording me. Yeah, because she was screaming and running. And she was screaming, she's got a gun! She's got a gun! And people were like, they were recording her. So I'm like, whoa. So I proceed to go into the restaurant. That's right.
I thought she was in the elevator. Now she's in the restaurant. Like, this story makes no sense.
Right adjacent to the Ritz. That's what happened. It's called the Palm Restaurant. And I see her going, she's going back and forth in this little black dress. She's really tiny, like a chunky, tiny, like a little Italian lady. And I'm like, oh my God. So I see her trying to run into the restaurant. And I go to the back and I'm like, oh my God. She's going to make a scene in here. Worse than a scene. She comes into this four-star restaurant and starts yelling, where is she? Where is she? I have the cops coming.
Yeah, right. She records people in churches, children, and then posts it on her channel. And she has a problem with somebody putting a phone in her face.
You hear a man goes, get out. I don't know who you are. Get out. No one comes in here raising their voice and you can hear them on that. And I'm like, oh my God. She's obviously on the phone with the cops, so I'm just gonna go out there. Because everyone was recording it anyway, so I was like, shit. They were recording it. So
dude, I would love to see the recording of this. Like, I would fucking pay to see the recording of this because it's probably nothing like what she's saying.
I was protected. So I go out and finally the cops are there. So I go up to the main cops. And I said, I'll just stay here with you. They're like, what happened here? And I told them. And security of the Ritz-Carlton ended up staying with me.
No. Petty, I think she's saying that the other lady was saying that. Yeah, I know, but still, she's a big tough guy. I know what you're saying.
And they stuck up for me. And I'm setting a great example for Jake. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely.
I cannot believe somebody just said that. I think they were being facetious. And she's like, yes, absolutely. Yes. Fighting with people in public and throwing people's phones is absolutely. Now, she had made a comment. I vaguely remember this, but, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I remember her saying something about the daughter was like a whore or something. Does anybody else remember this? She like called the daughter a whore or something. Because I don't know. And that could have been what started the altercation.
The people who watch Marissa every move must have the most pathetic existence ever.
She must be like, she seriously must be like, she's the biggest victim. Like, why does this shit only happen to her is the question people need to ask themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I've never had anything like this happen. Why does this happen to her all the time? Everywhere she goes, she causes a huge fucking scene.
Seriously, they need help. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It was pretty.
So people that watch her every move, so here's more of her fucking gaslighters, Lily Marie, who's a fucking asshole troll in her chat saying this, right? People watch her every move. She's on a public fucking platform, dude. She wants to be a public figure. This woman wants to be famous so bad. But then when people watch her, they're stalkers. Make that make sense.
Pretty outrageous. No, I did not call 911. I definitely did not.
You guys know she definitely called 911. This woman called 911 on a mouse once, okay? So could you imagine if some lady was like yelling at her? Come on.
Run and chase someone down in a 4-star restaurant. And then she starts screaming, you're stalking Johnny Depp. That was what happened at the hotel.
Is anybody surprised by this? Anybody?
Now this is what happened at the court. So after she goes on what she's saying,
this is the best part right here. Listen up, because this is the best part.
Says, okay, so Marissa, this could possibly lead to a felony. Would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney? And I said, no. And he goes, well, you do risk 30 days in jail. And I said, no. I said, I'd choose.
She risked, wait, hold on a second. Throwing somebody's cell phone, if that's all she did, could be a felony now? Like something more happened here. We're not getting the whole story. She always tells on herself. How would that be a felony? And then 30 days in jail. What happened here? And she doesn't want to speak to a lawyer? Like none of this makes sense.
To represent myself. He goes, you want to do this right now? And I said, absolutely. And he looked over at the woman and said, ma'am, are you ready to have a trial right now in front of me? And she went, yes. And I was basically like, I'm not here to waste your time. This is what happened. And this is what I think the resolution should be. I go,
this is the best part. She told the judge, ready? Listen to this. I mean, this is how narcissistic this fucking idiot is. So she didn't need a lawyer. She was her own lawyer because she's that smart. But hold on, let's go back.
To waste your time. This is what happened. And this is what I think the resolution should be. I go, I think that I should offer an apology, a sincere apology, pay for her phone, and pay a court cost. And guess what? He agreed. Little did I know he was going to sneak in that 2 hours of anger management.
So she told the judge what to do. And he agreed. Okay. Oh my God.
Now, Justin is here. Justin knew the whole time, from the minute it happened, That's how it ended. But then again, it wasn't a big deal. And
if it wasn't a big deal, why did you lie about it? Why did you lie? Yeah, she said the girl was just like a prostitute or a whore or something. I remember that. Yeah. And she's the victim. Always.
today it's a big deal. So no, I never got a misdemeanor on it.
Yes, you did. Oh my God, she's dumb.
What happened is when we did the court head-to-head and I defended myself. Do you know what she said? She said, when she was acting as her own attorney, she said, well, the reason I walked out and she goes, I was there as a guest and it was, she ruined our whole vacation and blah, 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 blah. And I'm a Me Too advocate and I'm an advocate for blah, 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 blah. She said she didn't look like the kind of person, this quote, she said, she didn't look like the kind of person that could stay at the Ritz-Carlton. The bailiff.
Ha! Yeah, because she probably had dirty hair, dirty fucking everything. And the lady said she doesn't look like the type of person that could stay at the Ritz-Carlton.
Went up.
I have to agree. What was that?
Kind of person that could stay at the Ritz-Carlton. The bailiff went up and the two women behind the computers, their heads came up.
Yeah, the whole court was shocked, right?
And the judge never looked up. He had his pen. Just like this, and shook his head. That's when she lost. And I knew it.
Wait. How did she lose? You had to pay for her phone, supposedly, and then you had to take anger management classes. So how did she lose in this? I don't believe any of this. This is like, oh my God, dude, that doesn't even make sense.
I know it. I think everyone knew it at that point. Hey, Jake, what you doing?
Yeah, the whole court was sitting there. Yeah, I'm sure they were just in shock. Like, oh, how could you believe that she doesn't look like she belongs at the Ritz-Carlton? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God, dude. I can't with this fucking girl. She lies about everything, man.
Again? God.
Oh my God.
Did you get lots of water? Let me take a metformin to get my sugar down. But yeah, she says that. She said that. Well, what? Well, she wasn't trying to hurt me. She was trying to chase me with a phone. I already chucked the phone. She's on the phone for 911.
Because she's such a celebrity. This woman wanted to chase her with a phone, you know? Yeah, she totally wanted to go down on me too.
Oh no, I still went to go see my mother. I did.
Okay, so
in fact, I was on the phone with Justin.
Here's the other part that to me is the worst part of it, right? The lie that she told. There's no fucking way that she went from Hershey, Pennsylvania, got to fucking Secaucus, New Jersey, where she said she was in the amount of time that she said she got there, right? Then drove down to Virginia the next day, got to court, went through this whole court case, and then tagged in herself at a Saks Fifth Avenue that has been closed since 2016. I mean, apparently she's a fucking time traveler. She's still going with this lie, though. She's still going to push that she was at her mom's house. Yeah, no video. Right. Yeah.
I was still on the phone with Justin when I went to go see my mother. I still went. And guess what? I still went to court. So don't try and lie about me.
It's impossible. It is physically, humanly impossible that she went from Secaucus, New Jersey to Virginia by... No, it's impossible. The whole story is impossible. It just can't happen. Popping pills right there, of course.
Don't ever say I lie about going to see my mother. You're crazy. Don't be throwing in things. I still went.
Liar.
You're so brave. Someone with a gun. I never had a gun. She even said that in the police report.
Liar.
And she said that. Are you taking a second?
She's lying, dude. There's no way. It's impossible. Explain to me why you tagged yourself in a Saks Fifth Avenue that has been closed since 2016. And why the picture you posted has the same lights as the one that's in the Virginia. You're a liar.
All right. I think you should take some medicine. Mucinex?
She's such a fucking liar. I can't believe the amount of lies this woman just told. Okay, so that's that one, and I see that there's a part 3, so let's take a look at that real quick. Fucking lies, dude. What the fuck is this thing? This thing's scary, whatever it is. Oh my god. I didn't see this third part.
Property. There's okay. So now you're changing it. There's the 7 tribes of destruction on your monument. Okay.
Did I
That doesn't
take
pertain to
Advil
me.
already?
So they're running with it instead of reading what it is.
Wait, what?
Gotcha.
Hold on a second.
Pertain to me. The 7 tribes of destruction on your monument. Okay. That doesn't pertain to me. So they're running with it instead of reading what it is.
No, so there's just it's another person with the same fucking name as her and the same birthday as her, right? That has that charge. Wow.
Gotcha. Got you. Yeah, I don't like cell phones in my faces.
She doesn't like cell phones in her face, but she likes to put her cell phone in everybody else's face. That's okay. That's okay. She likes to record people while they're in a fucking house of worship. Okay? That's fine. Just don't put a cell phone in her face. Even though she has a fucking camera in her face 24/7, God forbid somebody else put a phone in her fucking face, right? It's unbelievable.
Face. You don't put your cell phone in my face. She was also holding the elevator like that with the cell phone in my face. So I took it, chucked it to get her out of the way.
Oh my God, dude.
I honestly didn't think that was something huge. And I did tell everybody.
You didn't tell everybody because you lied and never mentioned that you had to go to court or any of this. But I don't believe that this is the right story with the court charge. I wish we could find this lady. Find out the real story. Ugh. Oh my God, dude. How the fuck does anybody sit in the same house with this woman while she's eating? The smacking is disgusting.
Nobody takes the time to read. Yeah.
Nobody takes the time to read. Yeah, especially the person that's in the chat gaslighting everybody right now. That person didn't read. Oh my God, dude. The fucking mouth sounds are so disturbing. I'm so sorry. I
Anyway.
apologize. Yeah, so that's her story. She's going to stick to that. Now, again, I'm going to do this for everybody one more time just to prove. Hold on a second. Let me put this code in here. What is it? 18.2. Okay, here we go. 18.2. Injuring. This is not, nowhere in here does it say anything about cell phones. I'm going to show you guys this. She's a fucking liar, dude. Fucking liar. Unless she smashed the cell phone into a monument or something, they're not going to charge her with this. Okay? It seems like every time she does something, she can't even admit to the charge. Just like when she went, to NOLA, she couldn't fucking admit what actually happened. She lied about that. Her arrest charge from years ago, she lies about that. She cannot fucking tell the truth about any of this. And it's like amazing how, she always gets the wrong charges all the time. Get the police report for us. I don't even know how I would go about doing that, but I wonder if there's it doesn't have the arrest. Oh wait, yeah, it does. Offense date. I wonder if there's a dispatch call online. Hold on a second. Sorry. Let me just find my window here. I lost it. I'm going to show you guys this. Window. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. I just got to find my window. Give me a second here. Okay. So, Code of Virginia. This is what she was charged with. Okay. So, I see how it says Title 18.2, Crimes and Offenses Generally. Once you get into these subsections here, Article 6, damage to realty and personality. I don't know what that word is. Thereon. If any person unlawfully destroys, defaces, damages, or removes without the intent to steal any property, real or personal, not his own, or breaks down, destroys, defaces, damages, or removes without the intent to steal any monument or memorial for war veterans, not his own, described in, and it gives you the subsection, any monument erected to mark the site of any engagement fought during the Civil War, or any memorial to designate the boundaries of any city, town, tract of land, or any tree marked for that purpose, shall be guilty of a Class 3 misdemeanor, provided that the court may, in its discretion, dismiss the charge if the locality or organization that owns or is responsible for maintaining the injured property, monument, or memorial files a written affidavit with the court stating it has received full payment for the injury. Okay? So that's why the monument thing is in there. Okay? This section deals specifically with destruction of a monument. Any monument erected to mark the site of the engagement, any engagement fought during the Civil War, or any memorial to designate the boundaries of any city, town, tract of land, or any tree marked for that purpose, meaning it's a memorial, or, engagements fought during the Civil War. Now, could there have been some type of, I don't know, memorial in the hotel? I guess. I don't know. But it just seems to me that something happened at the courthouse, right? Because that's where it's more likely for there to be a memorial. And she kind of just left that whole thing abruptly and never really explained why she left, right? She kind of, from what I remember, and I don't remember the whole thing, because I don't pay that close attention to her, what she does, but she kind of left and never really explained why she left. Yeah, I don't think it happened at a hotel. I think that there was two separate incidences. Okay, because she had an altercation with the woman at the courthouse, the girl that was putting the flyers on the cars. Maybe something happened there. I don't know. And to me, it just seems more likely that it happened at the courthouse, because it seems that that's more likely where, thing was. But I do remember her just kind of abruptly leaving the Johnny Depp trial and not really having any type of explanation as to why she left. But yeah, she had an altercation with that woman. So apparently there was two altercations, one with the woman at the courthouse who was a Amber Heard supporter. Okay. Which again, why are you even fighting with this woman? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck were you even doing there to begin with? Could you not go anywhere and just not fight with people? I mean, this woman literally flies, travels. She pays money, okay, to leave the comfort of her own home and fly across the country to various states strictly to fight with people. To go sit outside of people's homes and scream her head off like a fucking lunatic and to fight with people. So, I don't understand how she sees that it's so hard for us to believe that she did something like this. But yeah, when her mouth is moving, she's lying. Yeah, exactly. At least that was a part of it, according to her. I honestly think that she had two separate court cases. Maybe something happened with the woman, maybe the woman sued her in court over the phone, and that's why she appeared in the court with the woman, in front of a judge. And then there was another incident. But she knows that you can't get the details of it online, so she could say whatever she wants about it. Just like the other charge that she had, that she claims, oh, I got arrested and charged with embezzlement for stealing a $5 mascara by accident. Of course it was an accident. She didn't actually steal it. She's like so narcissistic that, she'll be like, oh, well, the mascara jumped into my cart. It's the mascara's fault. I didn't take it. The mascara jumped into my cart. Fucking lies that this woman tells, man. Yes, she's a Karen. The woman busted and took a picture of MGL holding her Amber Heard support flyer, then posted it. Yeah, I remember that. So, she definitely did something at the courthouse that got her into trouble. And that's why she left abruptly and kind of just played it off and then had to go back down there. Lies about being in a hotel, with her mother, which is sick. I mean, not with her mother, but near her mother's house. And then, really she had court. Now, if it wasn't a big deal, why didn't you just tell the story from the get-go? Why did you make up a whole lie about being in New Jersey, okay, which is in the complete opposite direction of where you were going, because Virginia's south of you and Jersey's north of you, It's like, this girl just fucking lies. MGL was putting papers with her channel name and link on jurors' cars in a private lot fishing for interviews. Yep. I mean, everywhere she goes, she gets into some type of trouble or altercation. Just when she was in Florida, she was wasty pants, okay? Gets on her live and basically said that, oh, you guys aren't gonna fucking believe what happened. You better snooper snatch me. She fucking was wasted and basically said that she got stopped by the police. Now, was there any charges? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. But I'm just saying, she has a track record of having problems wherever she goes. At 50, almost 50 years old, this woman is. Everywhere she goes. Imagine having to take anger management classes at 50 years old. Like, oh my God, dude. Get control of your fucking feelings, lady. And like, again, this is like a Tiffany incident, right? Where like these things don't have to happen to you, Like if you weren't there, this never would have happened to you. Just like Tiffany with the Dunkin' Donuts thing. It's like, dude, you created that whole entire situation, Instead of just saying, you know what, this lady didn't shake my coffee, I'll shake it myself. No, she created a whole entire situation, got in a fight with the woman, threw something at her. Doesn't matter that it was a cup or whatever. You shouldn't throw things at people, okay? Because you're mad and you didn't get your fucking way. And you created that whole entire situation. This is the same thing. Same kind of concept, She created this whole entire situation. And she always does. She always does. She lied. I know most of you know this. I know most of you guys in here know this. But in case there's a new person ever watching this, okay? She lied for 2 entire years, almost, about what happened in NOLA and blamed Tiffany because Tiffany had nowhere to defend herself, okay? And she was probably, I would imagine, right? Imagine you take this trip, right? Tiffany was already on the road. It's not like she specifically took a trip to go meet Molly Golightly, but on her way back from where she was, Molly Golightly was having a meet and greet, and Tiffany was following her. Not Tiffany, psycho Tiffany. Tiffany that got arrested with her and NOLA, right? So she's on the way back from this trip, and they end up, she ends up stopping in wherever in NOLA, right, to meet MGL. They go out. This whole thing happens. She steals money from the stripper, and then they end up in jail, right? They end up getting arrested for 2 years. Could you imagine put yourself in Tiffany's shoes, okay? Because here you are, you're like, oh, I would just want to meet this person that I follow on YouTube, and you end up getting arrested, right? Then you go log on to the internet the next day and go log on to YouTube, and this woman's blaming you for the arrest, making you out to seem like you're a dirtbag, like you're a total piece of shit dirtbag. And you're a nobody, not in life, I'm saying, but you're a nobody that like on YouTube where you don't have a channel. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have a platform. You don't have anywhere to speak about it. So what do you do in a situation like that? You have this person who has this huge following, right? Saying these things about you, lying about you, trying to make it out. Where does Tiffany go to defend herself? So this went on for an entire year where she was, anytime it was brought up, she blamed Tiffany. Tiffany, this woman came and she set me up. She set me up. It was a setup, right? Finally, Tiffany had enough. She was like, fuck this. I need to clear my name. So she contacted me to get in touch with Diane, and that's how that all came out. But, I can imagine in the beginning, she was so stressed out just from the whole situation and embarrassed and mortified, which is the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like that she didn't she didn't go out of her way to defend herself. But after a while, I mean, could you imagine somebody dragging you and lying about you for a year, an entire year? And then down into the very last second, she was still denying that she did anything. Still denying it. So, oh yeah, she definitely wanted to be recognized by Johnny Depp. There's no question. She's a celebrity stalker. That poor woman who supported her has zero idea of the tornado that destroyed her. Yep. Sick. You know, nothing's ever her fault though. All these things, right? They just happen to her. But it's like, again, you create these situations by doing what you do. If you didn't go out of your way to do these things wouldn't happen to you. You know? Yeah, I mean, her delusion that she's some type of celebrity is like the biggest problem that she has, because, you know, she goes down to these meet and greets. It's just an excuse for her to go. I have a feeling that her husband doesn't allow her to like drink and use in the house. So when she goes on these trips, she's a binge, you know, she binges, she indulges in the things that she can't do while she's home. And that's probably the main reason for the trip, is when she's feeling triggered. She knows, you know, if you guys ever notice, she travels a lot during the holiday season. A lot of people get triggered during the holiday season. She was caught live streaming in the courthouse. Didn't she also tape one of the witnesses? That guy, Isaac. Yeah, she was days away from having back surgery, was military. Yeah. Tiffany got dragged through the mud and made to look like a dirtbag. And I have to be honest with you guys, even when I like, not that I never believed MGL's story, but like I never had seen Tiffany. So like I had this image in my head that like maybe she was this dirtbag that came down there to meet her. You know what I'm saying? I never believed the story that she set her up or anything, you know, but I was like, who knows? You know, I don't know. I wasn't there. When I spoke with Tiffany, and that's how I knew Tiffany was being, you know, very straightforward with me and Diane when we spoke to her the first time. It was back in the day when we had the Google Hangouts, right? So me and Diane all got on this Google Hangout together, and Tiffany cammed up for us, right? And I'm looking in the background of her house, and I'm like, oh my God, she has a beautiful house. She had in her bedroom, she had this beautiful crown molding going around the ceiling and everything. And like I was looking around in the background, and Tiffany's gorgeous herself, you know? And I'm looking around and I'm looking at her hair. She's got her hairs all done, you know, she has it dyed and everything. Like, and I'm like, this isn't some dirtbag. Like, this girl is, you know, is a straight up person, not just from looking at her, you know, and looking at her surroundings that she's showing us on here. But then she starts telling us about herself, you know, that she served in the military all these years. And then I was like, okay, dude, like, this is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? This girl is a veteran. Like, she made a sacrifice for our country. I cannot believe that even I was thinking, is this woman some type of dirtbag? Because to be honest with you, I would, in my head, I'm like, anybody that follows MGL is some type of dirtbag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but you know, I know that's not true, but like, I'm like, who would even want to meet this woman? Like, you know, so I had a vision in my head of her too. And then when I finally saw her, it was like, oh my God, this woman's like this beautiful woman, you know, and she's, you know, she lives in a beautiful house, and she's got a really good job, and she's, you know, a soldier. Like, she's a fucking soldier, dude. She made a bigger sacrifice than any of us have ever made. I cannot believe that this poor girl got drugged through this shit. And just the fact that she like showed us her face, you know what I'm saying? Showed me what type of person she is. That she was like, I'm serious about this. I don't judge by that because Michelle has a decent house. Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't just that. You know, it wasn't just their house is beautiful, but it was also, you know, her personality, the fact that she showed us who she was, the whole way she reached out to me and contacted me. I mean, obviously it was more factors than just her house being nice, but I'm just saying, like, the way she was made out to be was like this bum, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at her and I'm like, this girl's not a bum. Like, she's not, like, because it was made out to be that Tiffany was the one that stole the money. So, you know, you're thinking in your head, well, what kind of person steals money from somebody? You know, so that was not what I was seeing. No one can even normally conceive someone like MGL exists. Tiffany was just too trusting, and yeah, it got emotionally fucked over. And you know what? At that time, like there wasn't as much like information out about her as there is nowadays. So, you know, I could see people at that time, you know, enjoying her personality and stuff, you know. But nowadays, I'm just like, dude, all you have to do is fucking like not even Google her name, just type her name into the search bar on YouTube, and you know, there's your answer. I mean, I wish there was something legal Tiffany could have done to hold MGL accountable. Yeah, me too. But anyway, all right, guys, it's 3:00. I gotta get off of here because I gotta get my son off the bus. And anyway, yeah, you're right, Petty Crocker. You're 100% right. She has a nice house too. I'm not saying that was it, but I'm looking in the background. I'm like, all right, well, she's not some type of like poor broke ass bum like she's making it seem like, you know. And then as she continued to tell us her story, it like was just like, okay, you know, none of the puzzle pieces are fitting here from what she's saying. Like Tiffany's a stand-up person. She's a good person. She's not some dirtbag that came down to NOLA to set her up, you know. So anyway, all right. I will definitely see you guys. Whoa, Jackson Black. Molly's totally hot. All right. Well, hey, everybody's got their opinions. Hot shit, maybe. All right. Anyway, yeah, I definitely have to get off of here, but it was, you know, as per usual, wonderful. I'll try to pop back in before Christmas this week to wish you guys all very happy holiday. And yes, I will see you guys soon. All right. I'm out.